Bom dia from Sao Paulo, the mega city of Brazil, 22 million people, the biggest city in the Americas. I just landed from Rio de Janeiro. I spent there 5 days. I'm gonna spend here 2 days. So I'm keen to also understand the difference between Rio and São Paulo. Very first impressions, there are 3 things. A lot of traffic, which is bad, a lot of pollution, which is bad as well, but also a lot of police presence, which is very, very good. As you may know, Brazil doesn't have the best reputation in terms of security. So I'm also keen to understand whether, I will be safe here as a foreigner. And we start our exploration from the Paulista Avenue, financial district of São Paulo, which is itself the financial powerhouse of Brazil. But I'm not alone here. I've been joined by Georgiana.
Bom dia, benvenuto a Avenida Paulista.
Wow.
It's a nice sunny day.
Well, your Brazilian pronunciation is not the best.
It's getting better, it's getting better.
It's getting better, but yeah. So we are just in this very nice little square, just opposite of Paulista Avenue. As you can see here, it's a concrete jungle. We are literally surrounded by very, very high, massive skyscrapers. But yeah, let's explore. Let's go. First impressions, a very, very modern city, at least in this particular area close to Avenida Paulista. Check out these electrical wires wrapping this tree, then going all the way to this other tree, and then once again going on the other side on that pole. So actually I was not expecting this kind of maze in the most modern area of Sao Paulo. Guys, we are wandering in an area called Jardins. Are you sure about the name?
Yes.
Very close to Avenida Paulista.
Yeah.
Apparently one of the most affluent areas of São Paulo. But the difference that we are noting compared to Rio is that check out this very luxurious skyscraper, very, very beautiful. And actually you will live here.
I would live
Me
here.
too, actually.
Yeah.
And there are no protection gates, no like barrier, like security gates, whereas in Rio de Janeiro, in the most luxurious areas such as Ipanema or Leblon, every single building, disculpe. Every single building has this massive protection gates, security guards, patrolling the entrance. Whereas here there is nothing. So let's have a look at this other building here, this residential building. Okay, in this case, yeah, we have a gate, but that's just an exception because most of them, are like free. So this makes me think that maybe Sao Paulo is a bit more safer than Rio de Janeiro. If you guys are either from Rio or from São Paulo, just let me know whether my assumption is correct or not. Another thing I noticed is that there are a lot of construction sites, a lot of buildings being built here in Sao Paulo, whereas this was not the case in Rio. So another difference I'm just noticing. Probably Sao Paulo will be looking very, very different in 5 or 10 years time. Guys, it's too hot. We decided to make a little break to eat something. São Paulo is very famous for its cuisine. We ordered 4 croquete de bacalhau. I'm not sure whether the pronunciation is correct. Then we have a croquette of queso and another mysterious croquette.
The palmito.
Ah, palmito. Okay, and also we have palmito here. It's like a heart of palm. Yeah, we don't have this kind of salad in Europe. So shall we try? Looks very good, very, very crispy. Wow, very crispy on the outside and soft inside. A bit spicy, but very, very hot and delicious. How is yours?
This is interesting.
Can I try?
Never had it before, it's interesting.
Is it like palm with vinegar? Okay. It's a bit tasteless, to be honest, but it
Fresh.
is very fresh. Reminds me of the corn, but yeah, it's quite good in this heat. Guys, I just want to show you the magnitude of this city. We are on top of a terrace just on the Avenida Paulista called Mirador Sesc. There is a very big Brazilian flag proudly waving, and then a 360 view over this incredible massive concrete jungle. Check this out. It's not like you know, like a super modern skyline, like for example cities such as New York, Dubai, or a lot of Chinese cities. It's more like a skyline mainly built probably in the 70s or the 80s. My eyes cannot see anything else other than skyscrapers. Most of them are like white or beige or brown. Nothing like super fancy or super tall, but it's completely filled with skyscrapers. And also, since Avenida Paulista is located on a small hill, it's full of these towers, like TV towers. There are like dozens of them also there, as you can see. And you know that São Paulo is famous to be the city with the highest number of helipads located on top of the buildings, like more than 200, because you know the traffic jams here can be horrendous, like people lose like hours and hours in traffic. So the executive and the very, very rich people prefer to fly over the city with their helicopters. Now I cannot see any, but yeah, this city is absolutely a monster. Enjoying the view?
Yes, amazing.
Be honest, come on.
Honest. Yeah, I mean, I think at night time it's better, you know, with the lights. Now everything is kind of the same. All the buildings are the same, so it's not wow. But we need to come back at lunch.
But at least the admission here is free.
Yeah.
The view from the terrace maybe was a bit underwhelming, but on the other hand, check out how clean is this city. You know, the pavement here, so first of all it's very wide, so it's great, but then it's super clean. And you know, a city of 22 million people, and you cannot see either a cigarette butt or a trash piece of paper on the floor. There are a lot of trash bins and so on, so check this out. Also on the other side is the same, and also you have these trees on the other side, all the, you know, the green areas, very well maintained. So I think I like it. It's a very modern city, very well maintained, very well organized, and apparently very safe. You know, I don't have any problems here in like carrying this stick and talking to you guys. I don't have any kind of you know, concerns, because I feel to be honest with you, much safer than in Rio. Whenever I travel to a new country, a new city, I love to try the transportation system, and Sao Paulo is no exception. São Paulo Metro at the station Brigadeiro, Mapa do Transporte Metropolitano. So how many lines do we have in São Paulo? We have actually 15 lines, which is great. So we are on the green one apparently. Yeah, Brigadeiro. Yeah, Brigadeiro. And we are getting off at Consolação. So just 2 stops on the green line. These carriages remind me of the subway in New York, but actually this is much cleaner. Ooh. Very strong air conditioning, but I like how spacious are the carriages here, and it's quite empty, because we are going on the opposite direction of the crowds. Georgiana also managed to find a seat. I promise I will never complain anymore about the metro of London. It's absolutely crazy. I mean, rush hours, but still there are like you know, massive crowds going up and down. This is one of the most central stations, and you know, it's the interjection between the green line and the yellow line. Yeah, we got lost actually. Here we go in front of our house for the next couple of nights. It's AP Smart Studios somewhere in this very brutalist building. Let's check if Sao Paulo accommodation is a good value for money. So there is at the ground floor this very nice cafe restaurant. Where is Georgiana? Oh yeah. So let's have a look. This place looks like a hostel rather than an actual hotel. It's an apart hotel, so it makes sense. But let's have a look at the room, and let's have a look at what $200 for 2 nights gets you in São Paulo. So it's $100 a night, which is not cheap, even though we are very central in Avenida Paulista. For sure, it's cheaper than in Rio. In Rio, we stayed in Copacabana, and you know, we paid $150 a night. So super expensive, and the quality was actually crap. Georgiana, lead the way.
Well, it's a very short way.
It's a very short way, actually.
Very short way.
You're right. Well, it's super small, but at least it's modern. It's not too bad. You also have a sink. We can cook. Oh yeah, you also have something to cook there. We have a small TV, a bed which is not very large, so not like a queen size, but you know, not too bad. A very small desk, a wardrobe like open type, with only 3 hangers actually, not great. A very small sink. Why is the sink outside of the bathroom?
Because there is no space for it in here.
Really? Okay, we only have a shower, a cabin bag, like a shower bag, and a toilet, and that's it. Nothing here. There's nothing here. Well, it looks like you know, that Japanese hotels, but
It's called Smart Hotel.
Smart hotel. Okay. You know, guys, let's have a look. Maybe the room is very small, but we have an amazing view over São Paulo. What do you think? Over a ramp. After a quick break, we are gonna explore São Paulo by night. We are actually very hungry. We have been wandering the whole day, and we are gonna try one of the most you know, famous restaurants here in the city. We don't have a reservation yet, so hopefully, you know, there is some space for us. Let's check it out. Guys, this place has been recommended to me by a couple of locals, plus someone who has been here in São Paulo and has been to this place and love it absolutely. So check this out. It's a Brazilian restaurant with a massive ficus tree just inside the restaurant. It's absolutely incredible. I've never seen something like that. So as I mentioned, we are in probably the most luxurious residential neighborhood of São Paulo. A lot of luxury cars, restaurants. I believe that this place it's not only the most you know, famous and iconic of this neighborhood, but in general one of the most important and famous restaurants in the whole city of São Paulo. We don't have a reservation, so fingers crossed. Okay. Obrigado. Thank you very much. My Portuguese is improving, you know, just obrigado and a few other words. It's very similar to Italian anyway, so even though locals don't speak English widely, I managed to, you know, to communicate somehow. So look at what we got here. So this is a bol de queijo. What's the name of this one?
Bol de queijo.
Bol de queijo. It's actually one of my favorite dishes here in Brazil. I tried them in Rio and they were absolutely delicioso. Amazing. Look at this beautiful steak with this puree of pumpkins and mushrooms. These are fried cheese balls, kind of balls. And these are sweet potatoes. Enjoy, Georgiana.
Enjoy, enjoy.
How do you say, guys, in Brazilian, enjoy your meal?
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit. Ah, so easy.
No, I don't know.
If you come here in São Paulo, stay here in this area called Jardins, very, very central. At night time, it's full of restaurants, bars. There is also a lot of security. The area looks very, very safe, and that's why I'm holding my camera at night time and speaking to you guys. The only downside of this city is that it doesn't feel to be in Brazil. Check this out. There's nothing really Brazilian, the samba, football, music, you know, the flags of Brazil, you know, music pumping from the clubs, or you know, it's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't have that character that you would expect in Brazil. I mean, look at this place. I mean, we could be in any city in Europe or in US. Once again, it's very clean, it's spotless clean, it's super luxurious, but somehow it lacks a bit of atmosphere, which Rio absolutely has. So two different cities, completely different cities, Rio and São Paulo, depending on what you like. Both of them are absolutely beautiful. I still prefer Rio, to be honest, but São Paulo has its own vibe. We are heading back to our hotel, or should I say a little prison, thanks to Georgiana, who chose that amazing room.
You agreed to that amazing room. Nah, it's not my fault.
Anyway, we are gonna explore the other parts of this massive city tomorrow. For the moment, thank you very much for watching. Boa noche. Boa noche.
Boa noite.
Boa noche. Yeah, thank you. Bye bye.